Hey, good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. It is August the 7th. Welcome to OptionPit.com, your home for options, education, and volatility. Our store, all kinds of stuff to learn how to trade options. Also, our mentoring programs, and hopefully soon you're going to see a little class about this low vol VIX. Also, here's a nice link. This is Russell from the CBOE, did a blog that's on Yahoo Finance. Here's the link up here. You can see it, grab it, snap it off the screen. Really, really nice. Basically, it's one of those things that says, okay, the market is really high, VIX is really low, and we're getting to the point we're sort of just running out of downside in the VIX, and the market is in a strange spot overall. So anyway, you'll see probably a blog, some sort of webinar on this from us, hopefully soon. For all Option Pit Live people, all of our subscribers, it's free. For everybody else, it'll probably cost a little money. But you're going to get some learning out of it. Some ideas that we are looking at. One, iron condors in the Russell. Why? The simple answer is, let's get some vol up here, baby. There we go. There is more vol in the Russell than anything else, and I think it's relatively easy to hedge with VIX if you so chose. We'll look at this today in our chat room. We looked at it last week. Have not seen much of a move in volatility in here at all, although it is inching a little higher into sort of the October cycle, which I find interesting. There's been a lot of August markets moving into the fall, where markets at an all-time high, really need any excuse for everybody to sell and take profits and stuff like that. So we're kind of feeling that, right? So we have, and this is the thing that you're going to see, is we have what I would say is probably multi-year lows and realized vol. 10-day vol is, it's been lower like 1 or 2 days when the market just doesn't move, but it's been consistently pretty cheap. So what you're looking for really are trades that are going to provide maybe a breakout, maybe 1 to 2 months down the road. Because, you could sit here and you could call the bottom for vol all you want, the market at the top, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything's going to happen. Other ideas we have in here, Google, memo in Google, Bloom is a little bit off the rose. Again, we're at, and I'll just show you here. Let's go for the back of the last year. None of the vol here has really gotten to sort of these really low levels, right? So what's happening is a lot of volatility in some of tech is kind of sitting in this mid-range where it's not at that dead lows and everybody was happy and things are rallying. It's just not quite getting back to those lower numbers. So there's a little opportunity there. We're going to look to see if we can position for something in there today in our chat room. Also. All right. We're going to look at the CBOE. The CBOE is trying to launch something we learned at Option Insider Radio on the vol report the vol. If you're not an Option Insider subscriber, it's a podcast. You can just get it all for free. It's a really great service, all kinds of stuff to choose from. But on Fridays, we do a volatility views report. The CBOE is going to launch or try to launch a Bitcoin future exchange. I think they're the first ones out of the gate. They've gotten the farthest. I can see some speculation, the CBOE on this. Again, relatively cheaper options. And again, the exchange that wins when there's volatility is the CBOE. Even though we've had no vol, the contracts traded in the CBOE have been pretty high since October, and the stock is up, pretty good amount. So that's a possibility for something in the future, maybe some volatility in the future for CBOE. Apple's kind of stuck here at all-time highs. Let's see if we can find an interesting trade. Again, volatility in the mid-range. It's still making money like gangbusters. So we looked at possible flies. To me, maybe even serial put spreads, something not very complicated. Lastly, SPX. We looked at pricing in here. The cheapest options, probably maybe since the 90s. I just want you to take a look at the sustained 30-day vol in the SPX over the last 3 months. Okay. We have been trading right around 7 vol. This is the IV30, which is kind of live vol's VIX. We have been trading around the 7 handle for now a month. We had a little markup, and we just cannot get up to that 2,500. So it feels like we thought there could be a break there with great tech earnings. Just wasn't enough to get things moving. Right now, the banks are kind of driving things. Oil stopped its momentum. So again, reasons we could sit here and just go sideways forever. So my thoughts are, you plan for the sideways, but you hedge for a breakout one way or the other. And I think that's kind of how we're setting up. So we'll look at all that in our chat room today, ways to structure those type of trades. And for all of you, have a good week. Welcome to the middle of summer. Or gosh, summer's like on the last month or so. All right, everybody, have a good day.